Welcome back to Unfiltered at the Salon. Today we have my friend and cosmetic expert here with us to talk about some of your favorite beauty treatments and one in particular, the trending Salmon DNA facial. And yes, by DNA, I do mean salmon sperm.
Absolutely.
We're excited.
Super excited. I mean, why not? If it's going to make us younger, we're going to try it, right?
Exactly. We'll try anything.
Yes. I
So,
I heard Kim K say that. She goes, if I find, or if there's baby poop will make my face younger, then I'm going to use it. So,
oh my gosh, that one, I don't know. That might be going a little too far, but maybe.
yeah, it would be a lot.
Yeah. So, Shay, you did this treatment on me a little over a week ago, and I'm absolutely loving the results.
I love that you loved it because I feel like it's just made such a difference and it's going to continue to make a difference on you over the next few months. So
Yay.
that's even better.
Yeah, definitely. So, why don't you tell us like what this facial is all about?
So we start out by microneedling first because microneedling is super important. What that does, we create a controlled injury to your skin. Just like if you were to cut your finger, your skin sends all these factors to go in and heal it. So we're doing that, but when your skin is in that state, we're putting the salmon DNA into it, which depending on what your needs are for your skin, because it targets it at a cellular level, meaning if you have acne scars, it's going to treat that, dullness, fine lines, wrinkles. It's not just a topical treatment like a typical cream. It's actually at a cellular level regenerating things on your skin. Because think of all the health benefits of a salmon, and they found a way to make this happen. Not only on that, but there's also now one for hair growth that they just had a salmon DNA for that one. So
Oh my
tons of new things, which will be
gosh.
good for, I'm sure, a lot of people who
Yeah.
are struggling with hair.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm gonna have to like
Yes.
read up about that.
Yeah, it's like a exosome derived from it, so it's pretty neat.
That is neat. Oh my gosh.
But I'm glad. Did you heal faster? Did you notice with it?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
feel
definitely.
like smoother texture.
Yeah, like the results already, I'm like loving.
Yay.
Yeah. Like I feel like my skin, I have like a nice glow to my skin
Yeah.
and like my pores are smaller.
So it comes like the famous right now, the Korean skincare, the glow. Everyone wants that glass skin. So that's kind of where this came from. They're chum salmon specifically from South Korea.
Okay.
So these salmon, which I learned and I thought it was a fun story, is these salmon go to Alaska. They live their happy salmon life, and then they come back to South Korea where they actually mate, and then they die after they mate. So then they go into these like natural pools to do it, and that's where the salmon is sourced. So it's completely ethically sourced in a natural way after they pass when they mate.
Okay, so is that normal for them to die right after they mate?
Yeah, I felt so bad for the
I'm
salmon.
like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
I guess if, like at the end of their life, they just know that that's their last job, and then they mate and die and give us beautiful skin.
It's kind of sad, but I
I
mean,
know.
I'm very thankful.
Right? So now we know the salmon lived a great life and those last moments were awesome for them. And we get to reap the benefits.
And it's ethically sourced.
Yeah, which made me think we got a salmon river down there. I feel like we should go get some salmon and
right.
start our own company.
You could be making this stuff in house.
Yeah, why? Because Korean skin is so popular, we don't need our salmon from there. We can get them right here.
Oh my God.
But I thought that was a fun story to
Yeah.
share.
No, definitely. Like that, yeah, I'm glad like to know like how it's all
How it came
Yeah.
to fruition, how they figured that out, but they just keep going after their DNA for different things that we can target. Because there's other things on the market that I love, like post microneedling and stuff too, like exosomes, but they're less stable of a product. And this, we know exactly what we're getting. Very stable, very healthy for your skin. No risk of like infections, reactions, things like that. So I love it because it's for everyone, which is neat.
Yeah, definitely. And I love that like it doesn't smell. That was
No,
one
yeah.
thing we were worried about.
Yes, yes. And the consistency's nice, so it's easy to work with, like on
Yeah.
my end of things.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's good.
So what's one thing that like sets this beauty treatment apart from other ones? Like you know, I know like the blood facial was trending.
Yeah.
Like what sets this one a little bit apart?
I think the fact that it's more on a cellular level and not so much just something you're putting on the skin, that it's going much deeper. And I think that scientists have really figured that out and kind of hacked into it. So
Yeah, nice.
and the fact that it targets what you personally need. So it's going to treat us all a little different because it's going after what your body's like actually in need of.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you've done the Morpheus treatment on me a couple of times.
Yes.
But not my full face.
No.
So some of the differences, a couple of differences I noticed between the Morpheus and this one, you know, right after I was pretty red, like on my face, which was normal. And it just felt like a sunburn, like a bad sunburn on my face. But then later that evening, you know, it had subsided. And then the next day, I know you checked in with me, and I was just like, it looks like I have a little bit of a sunburn.
Yeah. Some areas, because with the difference too, like Morpheus is usually a lot deeper into the skin, and it's using radio frequency, which in turn will tighten things because it's heat essentially with it. Traditional microneedling, because we did the skin pen with the Salmon DNA, is it's more on the surface. So you're probably going to be a little bit more red, and we're focusing more on like the finer lines, pores, texture. And in this case, we also wanted it to just open the skin so we can deliver that Salmon DNA into the skin safely.
Yeah.
But so sometimes you may be a little bit more red in areas that we were working on targeting too.
Yeah.
But it goes away within 24, 48 hours tops.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's pretty quick.
totally.
And safe for doing all year round. So if it's sunny and stuff like today, I don't want you obviously sunbathing, but
Right.
if you're out and about with your sunscreen and stuff on, it's okay,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Yeah, definitely. Well,
And all skin types, you can be any color, and microneedling's not like a laser, so it doesn't see
Oh.
color, so this treatment's great for everyone.
yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, one other thing too, like, I mean, it was not painful. Like the Morpheus
Yes.
was like, was a little more painful. This
Yeah.
one, I know you numbed me, but
And
yeah,
it's shorter numbing,
yeah,
but kind of feels nice, right? It's like a little
Yeah.
massage on your face.
Yes.
The regular microneedling.
yeah, for sure.
So someone had said it's like a electric toothbrush. You can just kind of feel like someone rubbing it on your face, similar to that. So even though it might look scary because you're a little pink, you're in no pain.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I loved that there was like virtually no pain to it.
Yes.
So, do you think that anybody could benefit from this? Like you said, you know, everybody could kind of benefit depending on what you're looking for.
Especially, I feel like younger people who have more acne problems, this is going to be great for them. Or, you know, we struggle with pores in certain areas, or even just anti-aging in general. So you can really, at any age, start from it. A lot of concerns too is under eyes, and because this can be treated right up under the eye, it's safe for that. So that's kind of nice that we can have so many factors with it.
Yeah, definitely. So, okay, then how often should you get it done?
Ideally, if you are really targeting and looking for results, I'd probably recommend doing a package of 3. So you'd come in once a month over the course of 3 months to complete that. Or if you're like you're not too concerned, you're looking for some anti-aging stuff, we can just do one. So it's really targeted to the person. And then I would say, again, based on your results, you can do it as soon as 6 months, because you're going to continue to get results for around 3 to 6 when we're complete with a series, or just do once a year as a good maintenance.
Okay. Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, I personally love an every 6 months just to really keep up on things.
Yeah.
But everyone's different with, you know, obviously budget and what they're looking for and what their goals are.
Yeah. And then post-treatment, I know you said, you know, don't go sunbathing, but
Yeah.
are there other post-treatment things that you should be doing?
Get your workouts in before, which I think you did that day and everything too.
Yeah.
So, because we don't want you sweating, you're treating it like a wound essentially for that 24 hours. I tell everyone clean pillowcase when you go to bed, but no need to ice it or do anything like that. You'll feel a little warm, but nothing major.
Yeah.
And just be conscious of the products you're putting on. So I usually give people the products because I know what's going on to their skin. They're not going home putting, you know, something with a lot of fragrance, that like apricot scrub or who knows.
No.
Remember that stuff?
Yes. No, it's so bad.
Yeah. Yes. We want medical grade skincare on there.
Yeah.
If you're investing in your skin, doing things like this, medical skincare is a must.
Oh, for sure. And it's like I tell my clients that same thing with hair. It's like
Yeah.
invest in the good products.
You don't want them going to use like some Dove afterward or
No.
herbal essences
Yeah.
after their hair color that they just spent 8 hours on.
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing here.
Yeah, for sure. So, okay, I want to know, what other beauty treatments are you loving right now?
I think we'll come into fall where I think almost everybody can benefit from an IPL treatment.
Okay.
So that's laser to target like the little vascular on the nose, any pigment, because right now, especially in the North Country, we live for like 3 months out of the year in the sun here.
Yeah.
And although I recommend sunscreen, I know we're all human, we're going to get sun. So to correct the damage, that's what's going to help keep you looking young longer.
Okay.
So that's always a must for me. And then I do like to keep up with like my hydrofacials and stuff, keep my pores cleaned out, because I do love makeup.
Yeah.
So, and as good as I am with skincare, you just can't get that type of clean.
I know you did that on me too once, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, the stuff that came out.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
And then you just feel smooth and like refreshed
Yeah.
afterwards.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the glow, and yeah, my skin felt so good.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's like, I feel like that's just like a regular maintenance you should do all year round.
Yeah. And then my go-to, I can't live without my Botox, I feel like. So I love it because you can do full face now. We used to just think it was up here, and now it's everywhere to treat TMJ, which is amazing. If you're like a clencher, it really helps the stress with that. Neck, you can start to do it there. It'll help lift too. So there's other factors we can do before having to go surgery result for lifting the face, whether it's the modalities with Morpheus, things like that, adding a little Botox. So nothing to be scared of.
Yeah. So do you think Botox is your like number one non-negotiable, like that hands down?
Yeah, I remember when we moved, because my husband just retired from the military, but after years of moving, I'm always like, okay, I've got to budget and keep my Botox when we move, because I cannot go without it. So, because I had to think about that. I'm like, there's so many things I would love, but it's helped like relieve things, tension from headaches, like I said, the jaw pain. So yeah, I think that would be it for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So what would you say the biggest myths are when it comes to like Botox and fillers? Because I hear a lot of people, scared to get these treatments because of certain things that they've heard.
The trends have also changed so much over the years, and it's country to country too, because some places still have the giant cheek fillers and all the different things. Right now, like in America, the biggest thing is facial balancing. So less is more. Naturally, as we age, we start to lose fat pads. So you've got fat pads in your cheek that hold things up. And when they start to shift, you start to get nasolabial folds, things like that. So all over the face. By putting filler into certain places, it kind of holds things up and restructures it. Obviously, there's lip filler and fun things that you can do to enhance yourself, but it's also about balancing when you go into how you kind of look at the perfect face, quote unquote. But there's ways about it now where we can look like the best version of ourselves and not look overdone, because you don't want anybody ever leaving and going, oh my gosh, what did you do to your face? You want to see somebody and they're like, did you just go on vacation? Like, why do you look so refreshed and good?
Right.
That's our ultimate goal. And I think that's what's going to help in the natural aging process. Poor Joan Rivers was she had some bad work done and people telling her yes a lot. And sometimes we have to be the bad guy and tell people no, and that's okay too. But we do appreciate celebrities, because if it wasn't for Kimmy K, we wouldn't know about the salmon sperm facial and try things like this.
Yeah, thank you, Kim K. Shout out to Kim K.
Everything she does, we all want to know, because she is aging in reverse.
Yes.
So, which I know she had, like a lot of the devices we do, she has her own Morpheus in her house. I went to a conference, because education is huge. Continuing education, as you know, too, is so important. But they're like, yeah, we trained her how to use the devices and stuff, and she's got them in her house. So that's also another secret. They just get to do all the things.
Yeah, whenever they want.
Be nice.
Yeah.
But
that
we
would
we
be-
get to learn from it, I guess.
Yeah.
So, and you've seen now too, like Lindsay Lohan used to look crazy and she looks
Yes.
fantastic.
I thought that. I was like, wait, what? She looked terrible, and
So
now
bad.
she looks really good.
Yeah, like healthy, fantastic. She's apparently going to Dubai for her work.
Oh, really?
So that whoever that doctor is doing a great job, and she's doing natural things to create collagen and stuff with minimal amounts of filler. But
Mm-hmm.
now it is a balance, and also Anne Hathaway,
Yes.
she's not aging at all. So
She looks gorgeous.
yes, and she doesn't look like she's ever done anything either,
I
which is
know.
crazy.
It is crazy. That's what every girl wants, though.
Yes. So now we're starting to go back where we're doing little things, but not overdoing things.
Yeah.
But I think the key is one, taking care of yourself, exercising, drinking plenty of water, wearing your sunscreen, get your spray tan. Don't tan out in a bed anymore.
I feel like you're calling me out right now.
I am also really tan. I'm protecting my face. My face is like ghostly white, and the rest of my body will be tan in the summer, so I look insane. But I do love the sun, so I get it, but it does age you.
Yeah.
I can start
right.
to like see changes happening, and it's really freaking me out.
I know. That's why I'm like, Shay, I need the Morpheus.
Yeah, we got it's and this is the time. Also, people are waiting until they're 50, 60 something years old, and they think they have to wait till it's then. That's when you're into surgical stuff.
Yeah.
So if you do it younger and prevent things, then you're not going to need facelifts and things where you can start to look crazy and have bad facelifts, because unfortunately there's that going on out there too.
Right.
Not the good people.
Yeah, and going back to like how you were saying, like, you just have to tell them like, no, that's what makes you good at what you do, because you're not just like, okay, yeah, they want it, so I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah, and manage expectations too is hugely important, because I don't want people to think, you bring in a picture, you're different than maybe the picture you brought in. So you need to know like all the things, big picture, you need to do or not do.
Yeah.
And sometimes no is the right answer for people.
Yeah, right. It's like they bring in a picture of a celebrity and you're like, okay, well, I mean, you're never going to look like that.
Yeah.
So let's do what we can, like with your facial structure.
And to make you look good or more normal and not overdone, and like you're trying to chase that dream too of it. So it's a fine balance of it all, but I think we do a good job.
Yeah, definitely. So like Kylie made like when she started doing lip filler.
Yeah, when she went through puberty.
Yeah, her lips got bigger.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like she started that whole trend, and then it was kind of started to getting like overdone. So now, like, where do you see these beauty treatments going within the next 5 years or so?
I do think dissolving should be normalized. That's something we should also do, and people should know that that's a thing too. If you don't like it, we can change things. Things can be adjusted. But I like the trends where we're going now, and all the new stuff that's coming out. Sculpture is another big one, where we're not putting like as much fillers in our face, but and even the Salmon DNA, exosomes, when you go back to that, it's all things that makes our body start naturally producing stuff like this. So peptides are really huge in the market, which I think is great. Not just like weight loss ones, but as far as keeping your body healthy, again, regenerating from within, I think we're on the right track of more natural trends to keeping ourselves healthy and looking younger for longer. If you notice now, going back, I know I'm referencing her so much, but Kim Kardashian is the same age as what the Golden Girls were when that show was on.
What?
If you think about that, because same exact age. So that's all the stuff we have out there now. So if you're keeping up with it, you're taking care of yourself, you're doing regular maintenance things, we're never going to look that old.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that blew my mind when I read that. I was like, those women were in their like mid 40s.
Wow.
And looked like they were 80.
Yeah, that's insane.
Thank you, Botox.
Yeah, I know, right? Botox.
Yes.
So from the sounds of it, though, you're kind of like, it starts from within, like how you're taking care of yourself.
Even acne a lot of times is caused from our diets. So there's hormonal acne. I mean, obviously some genetics, but yeah, it's finding the right hormone balance and good skincare and stuff. It all comes from finding what our body is needing and lacking. So take care of yourself.
Yeah, definitely. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And then, we have Botox and fillers to take care of the rest.
Yeah, let us do the tweaking and the maintenance, but take care of yourself. All the, as you know, you keep a good workout regimen, so it is important.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think I was just showing Christina earlier this week a picture of me. I don't know. It was like 10 to 15 years ago. And I was like, I think I look better now.
Yes.
And she's like, you do.
Isn't that crazy? Because back then we always thought like 30s were old. I remember if I told my 18-year-old self, I was like, they're old. And now I'm like, 30 is the new like 20.
Yes. I feel like I'm 27.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you look like you're 23.
Well, thanks to Shay.
We're all going to be young forever.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, and I'm excited. I brought you some medical grade skincare.
I know.
So we're going to get you, like I said, you're investing in your skin, invest in it full time. So I'm excited for you to see like what you think about this.
I know. I'm totally going to try it because I've never used, I don't use like the worst skincare. But what I use is like what I've always used. So I've never used like the medical grade. So I'm excited.
Yeah, if your skincare agrees with you, I mean, there's definitely some things I would say use that doesn't have to be like top of the line.
Yeah.
But when you're starting to look into anti-aging, retinol is like the best kept secret out there.
Okay.
Because it's doing the cellular turnover at a rapid rate in a safe way, and it actually thickens your skin, which is what we want. We want that skin barrier strong because that's when you start to get crepiness and things like that otherwise. So retinols, don't over depend on them, but like I said, in one of them there's like a whisper of retinol in there, so that's going to help just build the integrity of your skin, which is good. So
that's
things we can do at home.
Good for firmness.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there's a neck cream that I started using that I really love, because I feel like we take care of our face and we neglect like neck and chest and hands. They say if you look at women, like you can truly tell their age because they're getting all this work done there but neglecting other body parts.
Yeah.
So if you come do microneedling and you're having those concerns, like add on the hands, add on the chest, things like that. It will make a difference in the long run.
I didn't even ever think of like adding it on to those body parts.
Probably my fault. But we will next time.
I know, right? I'm just going to end up being like, just do my whole body with
At
everything.
this point, I wish I could. If I didn't have tattoos, I probably would have done that by now. That's why I've never tattooed here. Because I'm like, I have to treat my chest because I don't want that like old lady chest.
I know.
It gives me anxiety.
That's what, like, it started giving me anxiety too. Like before I did the Morpheus, I was like, oh my gosh, like I just want to like preventative.
You don't realize it till you see like certain pictures or angles and you're like, what is happening?
Yeah. I'm like, I'm 27. Like, what's happening? This isn't supposed to be happening.
Yeah. Right. I know.
I mean, I'm not 27, but
23.
Yeah. Nobody will ever know our real ages.
No. Hopefully we just keep getting younger and younger.
Yes. I think we will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, this is like so much fun. I feel like I could sit here and talk to you forever about
I know,
all this.
same.
I love it.
Me too. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
I love the salon. It's beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Well, let everybody know, like, where can people find you on social media?
Yes. I have one, you can check out Cosmetic and Laser Surgery. That is where I work.
Okay.
And then the other one for my own is Shay Beauty. So you can check that out there on Instagram.
On Instagram?
Yeah.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, guys, you have heard it from the best of the best. That wraps up another episode of Unfiltered at the Salon. Until next time, see you then.